Hey, this is episode 2, and we wanted to look at the different the reasons why we need records. The visitor's record will inform the owner, the person who has visited the farm, and this will enable him or her to set biosecurity measures and to check on the security of the farm. Then the animal register records will inform us the number of animals we have on the farm, the number of animals we've sold off, and the reason why we've sold off. Then the breeding record will help to control the inbreeding on the farm. And this same breeding record will actually inform us the different animals which are good at producing. Let's say in dairy animals, it will help us to know the motherability, even goats, the motherability, plus the animals which are able to win off their animals, the young ones very well. Then still, the breeding records will help us to select the breeding stock for the next generation. Then we have the kidding register. This will help us to know the number of kids on the farm, and this will help us to know their number and tagging, to know their growth rate, to know which type will be passed on for the next generation for breeding, and to know which young ones will be sold off. The health record will help us it will inform us when to vaccinate animals, birds, and then it also helps the vet who is new on the farm to not to overdose and not to underdose the animals. Then the feeding record, of course, it also helps us to know when to change the feeds. Like, for example, birds, from the chicks to growers to layers. It's the feeding records which will help us. Then even animals, the feeding records will help us to know when to feed the pregnant animal, because they all need uh, um, daily they all need different recommended daily allowances for their production purposes. And then the production, to actually identify it will help us, it will inform the owner of the farm to know which tag number is producing, let's say, a lot of milk. And then it will help us to know, let's say, in case of birds, it will help us to know which unit is producing very many eggs and at what percentage. Then for the financial records, it will actually help us to evaluate the profitability of the enterprise. Then I hope that's the purpose of the records, the reason why we need records on the farm.